Okay, let's jump right into this explainer because we really need to address the massive elephant in the room when it comes to young professionals and the absolute explosion of artificial intelligence. Welcome, everyone. I am super thrilled you're tuning in. Today, we're unpacking a fascinating and honestly kind of concerning trend in the global job market. We're living through a tech revolution that is literally rewriting the rules of work. But get this, the very generation that should be surfing this wave is actually the one trying to push the water back. Let's dig in and figure out exactly what's happening here.
So, putting on my work ethics expert hat for a second, I really need to ask you this directly. Are you sabotaging your own professional future? Because the job market is shifting beneath our feet, and actively resisting this change, well, that's a seriously dangerous game. If you're a recent grad or just stepping into the corporate world, your relationship with AI is basically going to define your entire career trajectory. And what we're seeing in the data is that a huge chunk of young professionals are letting pure fear dictate their strategy. Right when they should be building bridges, they're building walls.
Look at this number, 44%. Let that sink in for a second. A staggering 44% of Gen Z workers are consciously and secretly boycotting AI in the workplace. According to the workforce studies from our sources, nearly half of the youngest working generation are going out of their way to avoid tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude. Management will say, hey, try this AI agent to speed things up, and the employee will use it, realize it's actually amazing, but then turn around and report that it was useless. They're intentionally tanking their own productivity because they have this underlying fear that if they prove the AI works, management will just replace them with it.
And it's creating this massive cultural trap. It's not just quiet resistance anymore, it's spilling out into public spaces. We're literally seeing recent university graduates aggressively booing commencement speakers just for bringing up AI. It happened recently at a US university, and we saw similar visceral reactions when former Google CEO Eric Schmidt spoke as students. It's an emotional rejection born out of a very real anxiety about a brutal job market. But here's the reality check. Acting on that fear by rejecting the tool is the exact opposite of what you actually need to do to survive.
Section 1. University resistance versus corporate reality. This is where the massive wake-up call comes in. There is a profound disconnect between the ideological battles on college campuses and the cold, hard pragmatism of the business world. While young workers are hiding, corporations are adopting AI at breakneck speed. You've got Anthropic rolling out highly specialized tools for corporate lawyers to navigate compliance. OpenAI is linking ChatGPT directly to personal banking APIs. And over in the physical world, the robotics company Figure just live-streamed a humanoid robot organizing packages in a warehouse for 110 hours straight, no coffee breaks. Over 137,000 items cleared. The corporate machine is simply not slowing down to accommodate anyone's fear.
But then, on the flip side, you have media giants like the New York Times setting up incredibly strict policies that completely ban freelancers from using AI. They're doing this to heavily protect their made-by-humans brand standard. So, why does this matter to you? It means the market is fracturing. Some bosses will demand maximum AI usage for speed, while premium brands might strictly ban it to protect their identity. If you don't understand the tech well enough to know when to use it, how to use it, and how to operate flawlessly without it, you're going to lose your edge in both scenarios.
Section 2. 3 survival skills for the AI economy.
Okay, enough diagnosing the problem. Let's pivot and focus on the cure. As an expert in workplace ethics and dynamics, my advice isn't just a generic, don't worry. It's to get highly strategic. To thrive in this new economy, there are 3 vital survival skills you've got to master: agent management, human-AI synergy, and continuous certification. Think of this as your new professional blueprint. We are way past the days of just typing simple questions into a chatbot. Let's break down exactly what these 3 steps actually look like in your day-to-day workflow. First up, agent management. This is all about becoming a director. Instead of drowning in busy work, you're guiding personalized AI assistants, like Google Spark, to independently execute complex, multi-step tasks. Imagine basically having a junior assistant built right into your workspace. You don't ask it trivia, you give it a mission. You tell it, hey, review all my unread emails from last week, pull out the action items for the marketing project, draft replies for the urgent ones, and dump the rest into a categorized Google Doc. The AI breaks that down and just does it. Your job shifts from doing the tedious labor to managing the agent, verifying the accuracy, and improving the final product.
Skill number 2 is human-AI synergy, and I absolutely love this example from the source material. This guy had a locked digital wallet with about $300,000 in Bitcoin from his college days. First, he just asked the AI, Claude, to brute force the password. Claude tried 3.5 trillion combinations and completely failed. That's a classic AI limitation. But then, the human applied synergy. He fed the AI massive data dumps from his old university laptop, decades of files, old notes, encrypted folders. He gave the AI the right directions, and it actually connected the dots to decrypt the right files and find the lost seed phrase. The human provided the context, the AI provided the processing power. That is synergy. That's how you make yourself irreplaceable.
And finally, the third piece, continuous certification. It's totally fine to play around with these tools on your own time, but you have to actually prove these skills to employers. You need a verifiable track record. Right now, the market is full of accessible training, like these 3-day Zero to Agents boot camps that hand out official certificates when you finish. You need to be gathering these. When a hiring manager looks at your LinkedIn profile, they shouldn't just see a dusty university degree. They need to see a dynamic, constantly updating timeline of your adaptability. You have to prove your knowledge didn't just freeze the second you graduated.
Section 3. The role of continuous training.
Let's zoom out from the individual level for a second, because governments are actually restructuring around this too. The government of Malta, for example, is offering a full, free year of ChatGPT Plus to any citizen who completes and passes an official AI training certification. Think about how brilliant that is. They aren't just blindly handing out free software. They're trading advanced access for citizen education, ensuring their workforce actually knows how to use the tech safely to boost the national economy. It just goes to show that continuous training isn't just a fun resume builder anymore, it's a fundamental pillar of economic survival on a global scale.
Section 4. Driving the train.
So all of this brings us to the ultimate mindset shift you need to make right now. It is time to drop the resistance, drop the fear, and take control. I love this quote from the sources. Don't stand with a placard in front of a 600-kilometer-per-hour train. Get on and drive it. That perfectly captures the work ethics advice I'm trying to hand you today. Booing at graduations, hiding tools from your boss, hoping the text just fizzles out, that's standing on the tracks with a cardboard sign. The train is not stopping. Your only pragmatic, professional choice is to climb aboard, march up to the conductor's seat, and use that insane momentum to launch your career forward.
I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. The real threat to your career isn't the software itself. It's the proactive graduate sitting right next to you who decided to master it. AI is just a tool, and historically, tools heavily favor the hands that know exactly how to wield them. Master agent management, embrace human-AI synergy, commit to non-stop learning, and I promise you, you won't be replaced. You'll be the one leading the charge. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this explainer. I really hope this breakdown gives you the clarity to step confidently into the AI era. See you next time.